Hello, hello. I'm a shadow. Get all settled in. Hello, hello. Man, every time I stream without the vibey music, it feels so awkwardly silent in here. Man, I'll put it on for a little bit. There we go. Hey, Kaiwan. Hey, Allison. Oh, that's too loud. Maybe. I don't know. And y'all can hear me, right? I swear, OBS has a tendency to not put on my microphone. Hey, y'all. It is 1975, before I was born. I feel like it's before most of our our group here has been born. I'm glad you can hear me. Yeah, really, really, really classic GH. When GH was only a half an hour long. It's all good, Kaiwan. This is a chill stream anyway, you know? We're just kind of sitting back watching a classic episode of GH. And yeah, just vibing. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. GH has been okay this week. Ah, man. But yeah, 1975. I was born in 1990, so... More than a little, you know, it's about 15 years before my time. Huh. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. It's been decent weather for January here. It's been like hovering 0 and above. But I think that's all over in like a week. And then we'll get back to our minus 20 vibe again. But I am grateful for the breaks, y'all. For the film era type writing style. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm genuinely curious. I mean, I've watched episodes from like the very early days before, but mostly just the first episode, like the 1963 episode. Because that was the one that was most available. But turns out there's actually a lot of like classic episodes available online. And I'm not talking like, you know, the 80s and the 90s. Like there's some stuff from the 70s too, which is great. Because I haven't seen a lot of the 70s. And this is definitely one of them. And this is before a lot of people's time. I don't know if Jeannie Francis was even on yet. I think she started in 77. But Laura might exist. Hey, Angel. Hello. Yeah, good to see y'all here. Welcome to General Hospital Reactions. Like I said, we're reacting to an episode from 1975, which is wild. Heard Summer Games might not happen in July in LA. I mean, given what's going on, I can't really blame them. All right. But yeah, today we are watching a classic episode from 1975. Someone requested to watch something in regards to Phil Brewer's murder. And while his murder episode, the episode where he is murdered, is not on YouTube, I did find an episode that had some references to it. And I was skimming, y'all. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know. Like, I haven't really seen like 95% of this. I was just kind of going into the comments of the video too and just kind of going from that as well. So, yeah. Yeah, so Laura might be around, but Jeannie Francis was not. Makes sense. All right. But yeah, we're going to watch this episode. I don't got much more to say on it. Again, it's just going to be a chill live stream. I'm probably going to freeze while I do this, so bear with me. Yeah, this is the aftermath. It's not like directly right after. It's people trying to people getting suspicious of people, and people kind of trying to figure out who did it. So yeah, we'll see. Mostly I'm just excited to watch an episode from the 70s that's like predating, like, I feel like most people start watching the 70s from like when the Qs were prominent, and you know, Laura and Scotty were coming in. Like, those are the episodes that I can usually find. It's very rare that I'll find anything before that. Father put it up for adoption a few years after this episode. All right. But yeah, and again, I don't even know if Laura, as in like whatever actress was playing her, is even on this. I just know that Leslie is in this episode because she was in this even in the thumbnail that I didn't use. Like, she was in there. So yeah, and I decided to use that as my thumbnail because I was like, well, that's the character I recognize, and I know who Phil Brewer is, only because I've watched the first episode of GH, and they've even referenced him in, I think, 2015, during Luke's flashback to his childhood episode, where they recreated those scenes, and Ryan Carnes, who played Lucas, was playing Phil Brewer in that episode. But yeah, we're gonna watch, and I hope you enjoy it, right alongside me. And if you do enjoy it, you know, subscribe if you want to. All right, let me see. When I turn the mood music on, now you think I can actually find. Sorry, I had to move my camera like that. There we go. All right, enjoy. Let me know how the sound is.
Tell me, do you think that it's possible that Jesse is protecting someone? I've had that idea before, and I keep coming back to it.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, could she be taking the blame for Phil's murder because she knows that someone else did it, someone that she doesn't want to take the blame?
Oh man, even the intro, y'all. The classic piano music and just the title card. And it's still a better intro than the one that they have today.
I'll get that.
For instance, Valentine's return was ruined because of the intro.
And, however, no change of medication. Okay, I'd like the urgent chart, please.
Excuse me. Doctor, can you tell me if Dr. Williams is in her office right now?
I believe so, Mr. Faulkner.
Thank you.
Wow, GH looked different back then, hey?
Come in.
The music, y'all.
Hi. Well, hi.
I have something for you.
Good, that sounds promising. Oh, Cameron, look at that.
It's for last month's expenses at the free clinic.
Denise's hair, y'all.
Well, I hope it's useful. Now, these will be sent to you directly from now on. But the first one, I wanted to deliver to you personally.
My goodness, that's really... Do you realize that you're saving our lives with this?
Excuse me. Am I interrupting?
No. Excuse me. Look.
Ah,
Look at
interesting, Kaiwan.
Wow. That certainly takes care of the expenses for the clinic, doesn't it?
Isn't it wonderful?
Yeah. It's just wonderful.
Well, you two are busy, and so am I. I'll see you soon.
Crazy hair.
I
Yeah, I'm like, is that a wig or is that just the style, man?
You don't have to thank me at all. Goodbye.
Here. Don't lose that.
what a difference this is going to make for us.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Would you like to hear what your friend did to me the other day?
Please, please, Joel, let's not start in on camera.
Can't get over the
Because
mustache.
I really couldn't take it.
Believe me, you'll find it very interesting.
I know dudes that have that exact mustache
Until
today.
you spoil the whole thing. I've got a lot of work to do.
Music is weird. Such was the style in the early 70s.
Okay.
Honestly, a lot of it doesn't seem that different than what we heard in the early 80s, though.
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't know you were back at work.
Yeah, I decided I might as well work.
Seems like they did a pretty decent job. Of course, there's a commercial. Seems like they did a pretty decent job when
Never forget.
they recreated the set.
Dexter, Original Sin, new series now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
Okay, Paramount Plus, get over it. My goodness. Even on here, we're stuck with the ads. When did GH start filming in color? That I'm not too sure. I've heard that GH was already airing in color at this time, but perhaps not everyone had a color TV, and this is a rip from a non-color TV. Don't quote me on that, though.
Peter, I guess I just decided I wanted a baby.
That's quite a change.
Yeah, I know it is. And I really have to thank you for helping me. I don't know if I was making any sense or not about not getting the abortion. I mean, I knew I didn't want it, but I was so groggy I didn't know if I was getting it across or not.
Yes, I know.
The lowest father with the beer? What do you mean?
See, that's why I called you. I mean, I knew you'd take care of it, and I knew you'd help me. Thank you.
Oh, as long as that's what you want.
Yeah, that's really what I want. It's really going to be quite an adjustment.
Yes, yes it is.
I mean, I'm just beginning to take it all in. It's going to change everything. It's going to change my life and the way I think about things. I can't.
Soap opera seemed so tame compared to now.
Excuse me.
Well, it would have been, because it was daytime television in a very conservative era. It wasn't until the 80s that they really went all in with, like, the crazy storylines.
Hi.
Hi.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Hey, how about you?
I'm fine.
I do like that pretty much everyone we're seeing is a doctor or a nurse.
Listen, I'd like to make an appointment to, oh, never mind. Dr. Williams?
Yes.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute. Is there someplace where we could talk privately?
Lois's father?
He's in our office right now.
Well, there must be someplace else.
Well, at this hour, there are patients in the sunroom. Well, how about the medicine room?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Really Sloan character, soft-spoken. 2 years before they ever mentioned the town, Port Charles. Interesting.
I'm sorry to interrupt like this. I know you must have plenty of work to do.
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I have a report I'm trying to get out by this afternoon.
Dr. Williams, I don't like surprises.
Leslie Williams,
Don't you?
huh?
No, I don't. And I had quite a surprise the other day when I found that Jim Hobart had been on the 7th floor the night Phil Brewer was murdered.
I see.
And now something else has come up that's bothering me.
What is that?
Well, when we talked the other day, I gave you the impression that we had in our possession the other paperweight, the other geode.
Yes. In fact, I did ask you to return it.
Yeah, that's correct. You said it was exactly like the murder weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we don't have it.
You don't?
No, and that worries me. Well, it doesn't really worry me, but it's a question mark that I'd like an answer to. Now, I've checked with all the boys that are working on the case, the police, the people from our department, and, well, nobody's seen it.
Really? That's very strange.
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd seen it.
Well, I haven't checked all the drawers in Dr. Stratton's desk, but I wouldn't do that.
Well, I did.
Oh.
Yeah, I did that the other day. It's not there. I thought maybe you or Dr. Stratton might have taken it home with you.
Well, I certainly didn't, and I can't imagine that Dr. Stratton would have. Why would he?
Well, you said that it was exactly like the other one. Is that correct? I mean, that's exactly like the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, just about. I mean, it was difficult for me to tell them apart.
Oh, excuse me. I need some swabs.
Diana, have you seen the other paperweight from my office?
Yeah, the other paperweight?
Yes, another geo.
Is this like Diana
Looks like
Taylor, Diana?
the murder weapon.
Was she a nurse?
There were two halves of the same rock.
Oh.
Laura's father.
Actually, we're trying to keep the fact that we're looking
Oh,
for it
okay.
confidential. I'm sure you'll do that, won't you, Mrs. Taylor?
It is Diana
Do
Taylor.
you know anything about it?
I won't tell anyone anything about it.
Well, do you know anything about it?
No, of course not. I don't know anything about it. Excuse me.
These ads, I swear.
We back now.
We skipping. That's what we doing. There we go. Very subtle
We'll
acting.
return to General Hospital in just a moment.
Augusta, would you tell Dr. Olson that I've looked at Mrs. Curran, and I would be glad to discuss the case with him at any time?
Sure.
Thank you very much. Hi.
Hi.
You look like you're really working on that report.
Yes, we're making progress, too.
Hey, listen. All I was going to say about Faulkner before was this.
Please, Joel, do we have to?
Yes, we have to. I think there's a few things that you should realize.
Okay. All right.
So this is Cyrus's father. This guy. Mustache guy.
Are you going to listen?
Yeah.
Cyrus and Laura's father,
He
I
had
suppose.
me investigated.
Investigate.
That's right, investigated. Can you believe that?
Hey.
Well, he said it was routine, something about checking out the personnel of the free clinic before he could grant his endowment to it.
Oh, well, then he probably had me investigated, too.
I wouldn't know. He only talked about me. Well, that really angers me. Well, I think a person should be told about something like that before just someone goes out and has it done.
Well, I think it certainly is understandable that he'd want to make sure that the staff at the clinic was reputable. Did you pass?
Yes, my dear, I passed.
Good.
Let me warn you, and I mean this. If you have any skeletons in your closet that you don't want discovered by Mr. Faulkner, you just watch out.
This woman kind of reminds me of Leslie Charleston a little bit.
Can't put it off. Not anymore. I can't keep on avoiding it.
Any skeletons like a baby? Maybe. Is the geode in there? The geode is in there.
Phil's blood on it still.
This staring is longer than the usual soap opera stares.
I'll never forget that night. The night Phil died. The worst night of my life.
I figured I could take 5 minutes and have some tea.
That's a good idea.
Oh, you were really a million miles away. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess I was.
Would you like some tea or coffee or
No,
something?
no, nothing. Thank you.
Diana, how's everything with you?
It's fine. What?
I don't know. I just haven't seen you much to talk to lately, and you're a good friend. Good friends are hard to find.
Yeah, sometimes we could use a good friend.
Funny that you should say that.
Why?
Oh, I've been upset about something I did yesterday, and I'm afraid there's no way to call it back and fix it, and I'll certainly never do it again, but I think I may have lost a friend.
What do you mean?
Really a hard thing to talk about to someone. Well, what I did was I made Jessie think that I believed that she'd murdered Phil.
You did?
Diana, I didn't mean to do that. But you know how all of the evidence just seems to point to her.
Yeah, I guess it does, but it's wrong.
Well, anyway, what I did was to suggest to Jessie that she might think about pleading guilty, because then she would get a shorter sentence and she wouldn't have to go to jail for a lifetime. Oh, Diana, you should just have seen her face when I did that. Because, of course, she's innocent. And there I was, talking as if I believed that she was guilty. And really, the worst thing about it is, for that minute, I did.
Well, I'm sure that Jessie will not hold it against you, Leslie. So please, don't worry about it. Okay? How is Jessie?
No better.
She worse?
I think everything's worse.
It's more serious?
And Diana, anything that you allow to go along untreated could be serious.
She is refusing treatment?
Well, Steve's going to see what he can do, but I don't know. She really is.
Aw,
just let
Steve,
go.
shout out.
It's her health. It's just everything. I'm just so afraid for her. She's going too far under. I mean, it's like nobody can do this and survive.
I'm never going to do that again. I know that. I am going to believe in the people I care about. Maybe that's a good lesson to have learned.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you did. Because if you can believe in someone, then maybe it's easier to understand what that person has done.
Finish Ultramax, engineered for the toughest conditions to deliver the ultimate clean. Take the
Steve wasn't
Ultramax
dating
challenge.
Audrey?
Use Finish dishwasher.
Interesting.
We'll return to Chatterville Hospital in just a moment.
You'll return now.
Well, it won't be long before you show me. What are you going to say to people when they start asking questions?
This is so dramatic.
What are you going to do?
She gives me Robin Christopher vibes here.
It's Jane.
Hi.
Sky.
Hi.
I brought you plated cookies.
You did? When do you find the time to bake cookies?
I didn't. Mom did it. She brought us so many we can't possibly eat them.
Oh, that's why I really should.
I still can't get over the hairstyles
Can you
here.
stay a minute?
Yeah, I guess Joanne's playing with the little boy next door, so.
Oh, you better watch that.
Well, you know, I thought about it, and I figured I don't really have to worry about her until she's over 5 anyway.
Over 5, okay. Would you like one of these?
No, I had a whole bunch earlier.
Good.
You know, you look really rested now.
Well, that's good. I slept a lot. I really needed it. Janie, tell me about Joanne.
Joanne? Well, what do you want to know?
I don't know. I remember one time you said to me that she was just the most wonderful thing that ever happened to you, remember?
Oh, yeah, I did say that. Well, you asked the mother.
Yeah, but I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. Do all mothers feel that way?
Well, I don't know. I just know I do.
You really enjoyed being pregnant, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I really
Well,
did.
they didn't
You know,
embrace the
it's
hippie culture.
exciting when you realize you can feel life inside you. When the baby moves around and starts to kick.
Well, I guess when it's surrounded by, like,
He was crazy,
you
but he
know,
loved it.
the show was surrounded in an
And
actual
then think
hospital
about
back then.
That little child. that
And
you're
you were
carrying
barely seeing them
around with you
outside of
all the
their
time. It's totally
hubs.
dependent upon you. Makes you very,
Maybe their
very
apartments
important.
at the most.
Well, I really can understand that.
My mom would have loved that couch, though.
You're never
The
supposed to
leopard print
anybody as
couch.
you are to your own children. Not ever.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And you know, I nursed Joanne too, and I really liked that. I thought it was wonderful. I like nursing. It kind of ties you down. But still, there's a special kind of, I don't know, closeness there, and it's, I don't know, I can't describe that.
Well, everything you've said so far is really beautiful.
You know something else too? Over the days and the weeks and the months, even the years, they grow up so fast. It's really true. One day they're little babies. Then all of a sudden you realize this is a companionable little person. And she's talking to you and tearing the cans off the grocery store shelves. And
I've seen them do that.
they really do. And even that's wonderful too, because then it's time to teach her that she can't do that. And so you do. And, oh, Mom was a great help with that. I don't know what I would have done without Mom.
Leopard never goes out of style. Yeah, I have leopard print pants.
I think you relive your childhood through your children. At least for me. That's what I did.
I love it.
I remember the 4th of July, you know, it seems like it gets to be exciting again.
I don't know where they are right now. Probably in the laundry, but
Really mean much, but
I've worn them on
Helen and I
stream a
looked at
few
fireworks
times. So
again, through Joanne's eyes. Wow, it just was all the excitement and magic that it was when we were little kids.
You and Howie, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, he...
Jenny, I just better not tell me anymore.
Hey. Hey, I'm sorry. You can have all this, too. You don't need a great guy, and it'll all work out.
Jenny, would it all have been as wonderful if you hadn't had Howie to share it with?
Well, I have no way of knowing. I can't answer that question.
No, of course you can't answer.
she's
It's
got
a stupid
cheekbones to die
question.
for. Sparkling eyes too. That's it, y'all. Oh man.
This is Ed Chandler inviting you to tune in every day, Monday through Friday. For
Oh, they showed 3 whole people in the credits, and not a single one of them were actually on the show today. Well, that was cool. Man. There we go. Put me back to normal. Oop. do this every time to myself. I gotta find a way. There we go. Put my mood music back on. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, what'd y'all think? I mean, I find it fascinating. Just I'm the kind of guy that watches like old films anyway. Even if I have like no context to them, no particular reasons to watch them. Sometimes if I'm just like being lazy and don't want to do anything, I'll just like throw on a playlist of old movies. Just black and white from like the 50s and 60s and just watch them. But it's even cooler when it's a show that I still watch today. Oh man, good to see Laura's father. Yeah, I would have never guessed. But that's cool that we got to see Laura and Cyrus's father in this. Oh man. You didn't want to be on YouTube a lot? I've always been on YouTube more than like watching television since YouTube became a thing. Because like you just could find stuff that you would never find on TV. Now it's all kind of blended together where it was like, where everything's on a streaming service. Cyrus who? Cyrus Renaud. Cyrus and Laura's father. The guy that Leslie was talking to this episode was Laura's father and Cyrus's father. Their biological father. Which is how Laura and Cyrus are step siblings. Well, that's a cool tidbit and a cool tie-in to present day GH. No, Rick Weber was not Laura's biological father. Rick was just Leslie's husband. Laura's stepfather. Didn't have an iPad back then. Were iPads even a thing back in 2007? Half siblings. Yep. They don't share the same mom, but they do share the same dad. Yeah, I just had my big old computer and my laptop back then. Her daddy is who? I don't know his name, but it was the guy that Leslie was talking to this whole episode. The guy with the mustache. Oh, man. But yeah, not much else to say. I enjoyed that. I'd love to watch like more classic episodes just for the hell of it. But don't worry, I'll get to y'all's request, even yours, Kaiwan. We'll watch what's her name, Susan Moore episode. But the deal is you can't discuss her anymore once we do. We're tired. Mustache guy. Yeah, mustache guy. Do we know his name? What is his name? Let me just Google this. Or do you know his name, Kaiwan? Oh yeah, I'm on the internet. Over here. There we go. Cyrus and Laura's father. GH. Gordon Gray. The late father of Cyrus and Laura, and the husband of Florence Gray, Gordon had an affair with Leslie Williams, the mother of Laura. Alright. Gordon Gray. Oh yeah, Martin Gray. Gordon Gray. Played by Eric Server. Sorry if you can hear my mom's music blasting. Yeah, mustache guy. That's definitely him. Sorry, I'm on the GH Wikipedia. He died in 1977, ran over by his son Cyrus. Interesting. All right. Did Susan Moore ever make it to casting? Yeah, of course. Angel, you said I'm not liking how the Sasha and Jason thing is headed. Yeah. I mean, Cody's obviously going to think that Jason is the father, and that's just going to stir up some more BS for them. But it is what it is. Oof. Alright. But yeah, I think I'll end the stream here. Obviously, we'll be live this Sunday for the General Hospital after show. We'll talk about the week that was. It's all right so far. It's not like holding a lot of my attention, but I'm glad certain parts of the story are moving along. Like, I'm glad people are finding out that Sam and Dex were murdered. Was Jason born on screen? Yes, he was. Jason was born on screen. I believe so, right? Why do I feel like I've seen it before? Because, like, she... I don't know. Maybe that... I think a lot of these meant to be Monday episodes and Wednesday episodes, but now they switched this week, so odd cut. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think we're quite caught up in when GH was preempted, so hard to say. But yeah, we will watch. I mean, the Susan Moore stuff is not the next thing that we're watching. I think Angel, your choice was next within the community tab when we were saying what to watch. So that'll likely be next Wednesday. But I'll still see you guys this Sunday. But yeah, we'll talk about all the week that was on Sunday. And then next Wednesday we'll watch Angel's Choice. I know it had something to do with Jason, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I'll find it in the community tab later. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching this classic episode of GH when Michael was born. Thank you, Angel. If you liked it, if you liked this live stream, give it a big old thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe if you want to. I'd really appreciate it. Join the club, join the gang. And yeah, I'll see you guys this Sunday for the recap. Peace out.